Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to a quarterfinal match in the Triple Bingo Tournament for Super Mario Odyssey. We have a very exciting matchup, mainly because not only are these two players that are very good at the game and very well versed in not only where things are, but how to get to them quickly, but they're two names that are you probably know them if you know anything about this game. We have Odyssey and Zinpars today, and because I can't tackle these two screens alone, I have Lil Aggie with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a match to be excited for. It looks like every other quarterfinal match has been done, so this is our last one before the semis.
Yep.
So I guess since we have Odyssey and Zinpars with us, we should ask them how they feel about that. You guys are already pretty late into the stages of this tournament. Do you feel like, I don't know, how do you feel you're going to do heading into the end of it?
I
guess we can start
first.
Okay, yeah, I always forget. Yeah, I guess we can start with Zinpars.
I am excited for the tournament and the rest of it. I'm always a bit nervous about bingo because it could always happen that you miss a route or something and then you will just lose, even if you're more experienced in bingo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always a bit anxious, but I'm always excited as well.
Alright. And Odyssey, how are you feeling about this match?
Well, I haven't done much bingo recently because I've just been doing more like RTA stuff, but with the tournament, I've been doing like a few bingos. I think I got like a 52 in one board or something, but I think in terms of like just general skill, I'm better than Zinpars, but when it comes to bingo, he's much better than me, so it'll be an interesting one.
It's an interesting dynamic for sure.
Yeah, certainly. Bingo being really different from any other tournament kind of setting, in that Zinpars is exactly right. You can absolutely just lose from a single mistake, which I guess can be the case in traditional speedrun tournaments, but it's
really
like, yeah, you just straight up forget to do something.
Yeah. He really grows in size how bad it can be in bingo.
Also, it would be kind of interesting if I won this match, because then this would be my second Odyssey tournament in a row getting the semifinals, which I definitely didn't expect to happen the first time.
Yeah.
So it'd be...
Yeah. Well, let's remember last tournament, Zinpars made it to, well, the finals themselves the last time we had a bingo tournament like this, so it's definitely not impossible, but you do have... This is a big match for sure.
Yeah, got your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, congratulations on making it to the top 8 so far. Here's to the best select.
This is my first match, by the way.
Is it actually?
Yeah, my opponent forfeited last time.
Oh, wow. All right, well, I hope you brought your A game to start with.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys, we'll get you on your way. You can go ahead and leave the call, and we'll be starting shortly.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
So, the excitement and results of this match doesn't really come down to just the two racers, because my look at the bracket is correct. The winner of this race gets to race you, don't they?
That is correct, yeah.
And how do you feel about racing these two, either of them?
Limkeep asked me that last night, and I said that I would rather race Zinpars just because he's like well known for his bingo skills. So you want to go against the best competition you can.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'd be excited to race either of these guys. Like you said, these are both really well known in the community. Both really cool guys. Yeah.
And
so yeah, we'll just be getting underway in just a second here. Kind of get our runners to the title screen, and then we'll be on our way.
Really excited to see what this card is going to be like.
Yeah, of course, bingo. Pretty random in what kind of card we get here. Obviously, depending on what kind of objectives we get, we can it could favor one runner or the other, depending on their knowledge level and their skill level. I would think if we get a purples heavy card or maybe a captures heavy or anything kind of complicated like that, Zinpars would definitely have an upper hand here. Just because he is really, really good at bingo, and he's really, really knowledgeable about the best way to go about those kinds of goals.
I mean, hey, I'm not against that. I love seeing purple collection. It's one of my favorite things about watching a bingo.
Yeah, it is really unique. Yeah, purple coins not really coming into play much in any other category besides all purple coins.
Besides maybe like all purple coins, maybe AUM and Hundo.
Right, of course.
You need a good amount there.
But yeah, our runners are off. We should be getting our card revealed in just a second.
There it is.
There we go.
Let's see this. Speaking of regionals, we got it right in the middle.
Yep. Luckily, that's a very easy one. 25 regionals in Cascade is practically free.
Only half the kingdom, and as long as you're going for like any other goal in Cascade, I mean, hey, you might not even have to chain it with anything else. You might be able to just get that on your any percent route.
Yeah, honestly, that's very true. There's about I want to say like 12-ish right along the path to the first moon, and then you can probably get to 25 just going around the dino spawn and all the ones around there. So yeah, very nice middle square. Should be easy to work with.
In fact, I think the entire middle column isn't too bad, except for the moon shards maybe. That's the thing, is that there's just one goal that can deter you from an entire column, which can kind of play into mindset, if anything, so we'll have to see if the card has kind of gotten someone in not a very happy state of mind.
Yeah, certainly. It can be frustrating when you're seeing all these good objectives and then there's just one thing that's in the way of preventing you from doing exactly what you want.
Absolutely. And another thing that might put you into a bad state of mind before you even get to top tier is we did see it was Zinpars, I believe, not make right side or left side. Left side.
This is quite synced anyway.
Yeah. There were a few mistakes from both players, but they managed to kind of cancel out.
Yep.
So, cap isn't never going to be the most important thing in a bingo, but it's always just good to know. It's always just good to be able to judge your movement. And,
yeah, certainly.
I mean, with still two pretty decent caps.
Yeah, I mean, for bingo, you know, you want to grab that checkpoint, which I believe they both did. And
they did both grab the checkpoint. And yeah, if they ever have to revisit cap, that's like one of the best things is to have that checkpoint.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of potential for cap revisit here. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there is 6 moons cap in row 3, and then there is also a moon shards objective that you mentioned, which there are 2 moon shards in cap.
Not only 2 moon shards, but 2 moon shards within sub areas, and like combinations like that are just powerful.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, we see what you're talking about. You can get 9 regionals before even touching the chain jump.
Yeah. Definitely a good idea to do. But I'm thinking this board is really nice. Most of the bad objectives are shoved into the corners here, with 8 moons snow, top left, world peace wooded, top right, 100 moons near the bottom right. I think we've got a lot of options here.
It's definitely going to be a match that... I'm liking it because a lot of times I feel like I watch a match and I'm like, I'm not quite sure what could happen because I feel like not a lot of these are good. But here there's just so many good options that, you know, no matter what we see, we're going to see something that's going to move quickly. And moving quickly is something that these 2 runners are very good at doing in this game. They've basically been doing it for the past year.
Yeah, it's kind of the name of the game. That's what we want to do here.
Yeah. Zinpars still with a very big focus on regionals compared to Odyssey, but... Yeah, already only 10 away from the goal in the middle, so I definitely think that is on Oddney's mind. Wait, okay. So Oddney's on the
Zinpars' mind. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, okay, yeah, Oddney's the one going after all these purple coins.
Okay, I feel like, wait.
That seems out of character. That would have been the opposite that I would have expected, so I understand the confusion.
I don't know. I can't read names.
It's alright. We'll get through this.
All right, yeah, okay. Omni is on the top, has 15 regionals. Zinpars has, I think, 3?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Just looking at this board here, I'm thinking column 2, row 3, column 3 looks pretty good. It has a decent amount of synergy in that you've got 4 moon shards and 5 moon shards, so that's practically free. You've got 2 stickers and 4 costumes, so that combos in the shop visits. And then you've got 8-bit moons and timer challenges. And all that goes really well with a cat backtrack. Oh, that does have a seaside regionals though, so row 3 may be out.
Yeah, row 3 is definitely the roughest one.
Yeah.
But row 2, column 3 is not a bad call for sure. It looks like
Yeah, row 2 works decently well with those two.
Yeah, and I just don't know what else maybe.
See, there's a perfect example right there. You get a route all together and you think it's great, and then you're like, oh wait, no, there's this one objective that ruins everything.
Yeah. Wait, did you originally say column 2 and not row 2?
I said column 2, column 3, row 3, but
I thought you said row 2.
no, definitely want to
Okay.
replace row 3 with row 2 though. That's
Alright.
a quite decent route.
Alright, I thought you said that, but I guess, alright. I'm obviously...
We're all right.
please.
You see Oddme picking up the Captain Toad Moon there, and then now he's going for the timer challenge.
3 Captain Toad Moons is in row 2,
Yeah,
so maybe that's
as is
something
timer
that-
challenges.
Yeah.
And we'll see if
Well-
these guys choose to do some sub areas here. Cascade has some decently fast ones. The only issue is you already have more than enough moons to leave, so unless you strictly want it for the timer challenges, or for the sub area moons.
My profile picture on the Discord call, I need to look at this somewhere else. Okay, 14 moons. The profile picture on the Discord call was blocking the number of sub areas at the end of row 2, so I needed to look at it somewhere else. But yeah, 14, definitely an interesting number. Yeah, I feel like it's a number you would expect Oddme to go for at this point, unless there's like, is there a certain amount of moons goal in Cascade? I don't see one.
I don't believe on this board, no.
So that would be something that would just make the synergy here incredible for Oddme, and I feel like we would have seen Zinpars do that if that goal was there, but that goal just not being there is probably what deterred Zinpars, because it was just a lot of extra cap travel for like 1 moon on some long-term goals that maybe Zinpars just does not want to take the time to work on when he can be advancing. Again, he's already like 4 moons into Sand, while Oddme's just leaving Cascade, so...
Yeah, he wasted no time at all.
Yeah,
I would
maybe
expect
he just wants to get to
Zinpars.
some further in the game stuff, maybe some mid-game locations sooner.
Sure. I would expect Zinpars probably already has some sort of plan in place already, so
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
no,
he just...
definitely. You don't go in without a plan and just any % Cascade. That is... You definitely...
I've
Okay.
done it in the past. It doesn't
Okay,
always
well,
work out, but
It doesn't always work out. It can work out, but
yeah.
it is not the brightest of ideas because revisiting isn't never too bad, especially if you're like... What I like to do sometimes is like plan like a triple revisit. Like I need to revisit 2 kingdoms, so I'll put them all in the same trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like except for Cap, this card isn't too welcoming to the idea of kingdom revisits. So
There is the 3 Moon Shiny Rock in the bottom left, which does require a Cascade revisit, so
Oh,
Zinpars
that-
could potentially be planning on that, but
I feel like if
I would be
Zinpars was
doubtful.
planning on that, he would have at least done some things more
Yeah.
than just like a set of 3 regionals in Cascade.
for sure.
And speaking of regionals, we already see Oddme just going everywhere in the village. There, I think, are a fit. 20 of the 100 regionals in Sand Kingdom all are in this small village. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you're working
super
on Sand
useful.
regionals, it's a great place to be. And it's right at the beginning of the kingdom. So
Yep. And we see there is no specific Sand Regionals goal on the board here, so he's getting these to do some shopping, presumably. We'll see if it's for stickers or costumes or both.
mhm.
But meanwhile, Zinpars taking a trip on our friend Jaxie. He's flying through this. He's already got 10 moons.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, he's starting to make a detour. I'm gonna assume he's going back for, yep, he's gonna get this cactus moon here, and then I wouldn't be surprised if he doubles back to the far corner there and goes into the bullet bill maze sub area.
Maybe both that and the invisible maze would work.
Yeah, it's a good combo, and it's definitely the case, at least for
Yeah,
this
it's a good
area.
way to get started on sub areas, and yeah, so we're seeing him in the bullet bill room, a really easy room thanks to being able to jump on top of walls.
Yeah, quite cheeky.
There's even a lot of coins up here, so if you need to do some golden coin shopping, it's not the worst place to be.
Yep.
Of course, there are always
Zinpars
better
says
ways to
not,
get
though.
coins. Yeah. Zinpars definitely has a plan, because this is, again, not something you see someone do so little of. Because, like, we've not seen, still sitting at no regionals. Oh,
Omni taking a death in the invisible maze.
Yeah. This
It's a rough one.
Be hard to work around sometimes, especially grabbing that signpost moon, I feel like is harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, it is a little tricky because even if you know like where the invisible platforms are, it's very easy to just barely bonk on one of them, and I don't think you can ledge grab the invisible platforms, so it's a little harsher than usual.
So sure. I mean, I don't want to try. I don't want to test that in the middle of the room. If I were
Yeah,
to
no
be
thanks.
Too, but yeah, I'm not sure.
But yeah, Zinpar's doing just as we thought, getting that invisible maze sub area as well. That puts him at 4 sub area moons.
And I wonder what he's gonna do to finish off here. Is he?
It looks like he's going for an inverted pyramid clip here.
That? I'm trying to look at what's in his, maybe the 8-bit in the mural?
That's what I was thinking, but unless he's planning that Cascade revisit, he missed 2 8-bits that are very easy to get back there.
Might be planning it then.
Yeah. As far as other objectives go that would require the inverted pyramid,
Really?
I don't think there's anything for this board. There is a treasure chest moon, but that's not an objective.
There's a treasure chest moon, and of course, it's good progress to world peace, but with all the kingdoms on world peace in this card, this is not one of them.
Interesting.
So the 8-bit moon is really the best thing, and at that point, I definitely agree with you that we're possibly planning a Cascade revisit.
Yeah, it seems likely. To go for 7 8-bit moons without getting the 2 in Cascade, I'm not even sure that's possible. I think there's 8 in total, pre-Snow Seaside.
Maybe.
And I highly doubt that either of these players are planning on a Snow or Seaside visit with this board.
Oh, absolutely, because it's avoidable.
Yeah, it's very avoidable. Zinpar's on his way out of sand. We'll see where he goes. He could potentially go straight for the revisit into Cascade. That's personally how I like to handle it. Just get him out of the way ASAP, so they don't slip your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there it is, yep. Interesting. I wonder if this was part of his routing or if he did just kind of get along with Cascade and not have a plan fully figured out by the time he was leaving.
I still feel like this was planned very early on due to just the kind of... Okay, well, maybe. It's interesting, because it feels like Zinpars has been playing like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. He
but
seems
he's
very
just grabbing
confident.
these regionals now that he could have grabbed earlier. And so it's curious to see maybe if he just wanted to rush Cascade.
Look at these down
completely
throws.
finished. He's just
beautiful.
showing off.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, he got all 3 with that.
That is...
Yeah, we see he is going for the shiny rock moon here, so that does require the revisit.
It does require the revisit, so maybe he Yeah, I'm gonna stop pretending I know what's going through Zinpars' head right now, because it's just crazy, honestly.
It is madness.
Like, we think that Zinpars doesn't really know what they might be doing, but Zinpars is playing with someone who is definitely, with the confidence of someone who's definitely on top of
Absolutely.
their route and what they're doing. So,
yeah.
It's definitely not, this revisit was a last-minute decision, but at the same time, it feels like it maybe could have been handled a little better.
Yeah, potentially. Definitely could have gotten some more regionals on the first trip through.
Yep. On me buying 2 costumes, 1 regional, 1 golden coin.
Yep. Also a sticker.
And a sticker. I did not see the sticker.
Yeah, surprised they went for the gold coin outfit there. Typically, so the way those work is every kingdom you complete unlocks a new gold coin outfit to buy. So it's kind of better to buy those all at once when you're a bit further into the game kingdom-wise, so that you don't have to continually go into that shop.
I guess one thing that could combat that point is maybe Odney already has regional coins routed out to a point where we won't need to see another golden coin buy.
Yeah.
Because Odney's regional game has been strong between the first 2 kingdoms.
Yeah, so far so good for sure.
Zinpars not going to camp, but now just taking the time to go to Lake. Meanwhile, Odney did end up going to cap. So
he did grab those 2 timer challenges in Cascade.
So I would not be surprised to see him grab.
Yeah, there is a third one here. And then, of course, the Shards goals that we
mentioned.
And the
6 moons goals.
Yeah. So, I mean, between those 2 sub-areas and that timer challenge, that's 5 moons right there. And he could also grab a Captain Toad to work towards that goal. So,
he did grab the one in Cascade.
Yeah, he's got a full schedule here.
He has got a lot of long terms that he's definitely planned out how to do. Like,
yeah, certainly.
Like, all of these are long terms, but I know how to put all of them into one go, while also stringing in some possibly shorter goals, like 6 moons cap. Is definitely one that we could see in Odney's final color of the card.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly seems to be pretty organized so far with his routing.
And it really also, just from both of these, really confident gameplay. Just
yeah, I would absolutely
they're nailing basically everything they're doing. Even Zinpars went for Pyramid Clip and got it within, like, what was that, 3 tries maybe?
Yeah, 3 or 4, I think.
So they're definitely playing.
He's not going for the other sub-area moon in here.
Interesting.
Oh, he forgot. Okay.
He forgot about. Okay.
There's a bit of a slip up there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that would be a really questionable decision, because even if you're not going for the sub-area moons, he is definitely at least gonna go for 6 cap moons here, and this is a quick one, and he is in trouble here.
He's having a bit of trouble.
Okay.
Making it back up now.
Yeah. Of course, you do not actually need the frog to get up here. Just got to be a little cheeky with the wall bounce.
To get your bounces. Warp into the top of the tower. Possibly gonna do Captain Toad now, and then jump down to what I believe probably the other sub area with moon shards would be the best option.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's located on the backside of this tower at the bottom.
And then get those 2 moons in there, and then jump to the other side of the tower and grab the timer challenge. Would put him to 6, while also working on sub-areas, timer challenges, and Captain Toads. Odney was kind of blessed with the amount of long terms that just were given in cap.
Yeah, it really lined up with a lot of synergy here.
Yeah, and it definitely just shows how powerful cap can be, because, you know, usually you don't think of a revisit of a kingdom like cap in too high regards, but it is a powerful move if you have the right goals to work for. However, Zinpars not making that play.
Yeah, he's flying through this. He's already finished Lake. I believe he just any percented it or close to it.
He did some any percent stuff. He definitely didn't do the normal route because I did see him take an 8-bit moon inside of the wall.
Okay, of course.
Another
that is
powerful
the fast
moon
one.
which doubles as a music note moon. However, I don't believe this card has music note. So
No, thankfully. Music
Yeah,
notes
can't
is
really
not
make
a
that
fun
power.
objective.
it looks like Oddme might not be doing this timer challenge. Looks like he wants the shot.
It appears not, yeah. So I guess he's going to be buying the shot moon here. I would definitely say that's a worse decision, even if he didn't want the timer challenge specifically. Oh, okay.
Okay, it looks like he didn't want to do that. Maybe he does actually want to do the timer challenge, just kind of decided to warp instead of exiting the sub area and jumping around the tower.
Yeah, sure.
Some alternate routing. Yeah, it looks like he's jumping over to...
Oh, where are you going? Where are you going,
on
Oddme?
me. Oh, gonna be ending off with frog jumping.
Okay. Interesting.
Pretty interesting. But yeah, we see the goals on the card that Odyssey has already kind of worked towards in cap alone.
Yeah.
Has one costume set away from finishing that goal. Odyssey still needs 5 timer challenges. 2 are in Lake, and I'm not sure the exact amount in Wooded.
I believe there is only 1 in Wooded.
Yeah, because I can think
In
of
the Deep
one, but that's
Woods.
about it. Oh, there's one in the Deep Woods. I was thinking about one you can get post-Spewer, which is definitely a kind of weird move, maybe, but we'll see. World Peace Wooded, if Oddme's going for that, which I'm not quite sure about, then World Peace Wooded...
It is on the board, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. At this rate, it's not something I'm expecting Oddme to go for.
Yeah,
But
me either.
if he does end up going for it, then he could tie another timer challenge fairly nicely into his route, along with the Deep Woods goal that is on the card, and we see Zinpars got right at the beginning of the kingdom,
Yep.
before just going on a regional hunt.
Also notice that he did pick up that shiny rock moon that is down there, as expected, because there is only 3 in the game, so can't really skip one like that if he's planning on that goal.
Yeah.
As far as Zinpars goes, considering he's doing 3 moons from shiny rocks, the diagonal could be a possibility for him, finishing off with World Peace Wooded. I'm not sure if that's a fantastic play. It's certainly not bad, but it's just avoidable to me.
He didn't... I think his route... Yeah, he's going to grab the 3rd shiny rock probably when the game warps him back to the Odyssey after Stewart. Because he didn't grab that, he jumped straight into the Deep Woods. And then probably got out of the Deep Woods a bit later into the kingdom than where he entered.
And hold on, okay, I wanna backtrack for a second here because we missed something really, really cool.
Oh boy. What did we miss?
Zinpars did Lake Clip?
What?
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Missed this.
We were caught up just paying attention to Oddme's trip through Cap Kingdom. Yeah, he did a really clean Lake Clip here. I'm just seeing this on the Twitch delayed stream.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job, Zinpars. Sorry we didn't catch it the first time around. That's ridiculous.
Wow. I didn't... Okay. That just kind of surprised me. And
Yeah,
it was-
Lake Clip being a newer trick that has any percent potential, but isn't quite done by many people yet because it is so difficult.
Yeah.
But, Zinpar's making it look easy. Good lord.
Zinpars. Oh, he's gearing up to get the first 59. Oddme just finishing up Lake now with a double brutal fight. I think actually not finishing up quite yet because might only have 3 moons. Not including
Yeah,
this.
I would expect that.
Yeah, 3 moons. So this is gonna put to 6. The last 2 probably timer challenges.
Yeah, the timer challenges here don't spawn until Rango's dealt with, so definitely a good idea to get him out of the way early. And we'll see Zinpars marking off those diagonal objectives. He's got to be doing World Peace Wooded at this point, given his moon
Absolutely.
count and the way he's been playing this so far.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be grabbing his final shiny rock moon in just a second
Now.
here. And there it is. And yep, Omni does have 2 moons left on his moon requirement count, so that'll be those 2 timer challenges. Now, do you know what these guys are going for full route-wise? I'm having a little bit of trouble piecing together. I'm thinking Odmi's doing column 2 and then row 3, obviously. Wait, no.
Definitely doing... Zinpars is definitely doing bottom left, top right, as well as row 4.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of what the third thing could be. Giving up on throwing Cappy into this small hole. But yeah, definitely going for 50. And definitely aiming for bottom left, top right. So gonna grab that Metro roll anyways. That's in column or in row 4. So we could see the wrap up on that as well with the regionals in Lost. I'm actually not so sure about anything else. Omni's column 2 was looking really strong, but other than that, yeah, it's still kind of...
It's a little up in the air.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who probably could name something, but I feel like we could see different names if we called upon that.
Yeah.
So...
Zinpar's getting this 8-bit moon. I actually would have shot the targets for the story moon before going in here because this is going to pop you out right next to where that moon spawns. But not a huge deal either way.
Yeah, just a small change in the route. Odmi back to cap once more.
He's going for that timer challenge, isn't he? There it is.
There it is. He realized.
Probably a good call. As far as timer challenges go, yeah, he's got 4 so far. So he got the 2 in Cascade and the 2 in Lake. There is 1 here for 5, and then there is, I guess, there's 1 in Deep Woods for 6, and I guess there's 1 post-piece wooded, but I can't think of where that one is.
I remember one that is either post-spewer or post-piece at the charging station. Near the foggy.
Oh, I think that is post-piece.
That's post-piece?
It might even be post-game. I'm not even sure.
I don't think
I wouldn't expect to see that one.
But
either way.
It's definitely it's definitely a weird one.
Yeah.
Zinpars is going into the Torque Drift fight with enough moons to be out of wooded after.
Yep.
13, so the multi will put him to 16 and let him leave the kingdom.
Okay, no, I'm getting confirmation from chat here that there are 3 timers in wooded actually, but 2 of them are locked behind piece.
Oh, okay. So it will create something interesting.
Yeah,
for
certainly. Sure. But definitely, if you can avoid it, just get that 1 in Deep Woods, and then you can get a 7th in Metro, and be done with it just there.
There are a lot of things in Metro.
Yeah. Zinpar's having a good fight here. He's got the speedy nutboy strat here. He's flying through it.
Absolutely. Definitely, Zinpar's a strong participant in our World Peace Tournament. Definitely not a stranger to this fight.
Oh no, not at all. And Omni did pick up that Deep Woods timer challenge that I just mentioned.
Yep, so that puts him 2-6.
Looks like I'm gonna assume he's getting a 3rd moon here because why not at this point? Ooh, using the nut to knock out the dino here.
And then
it's one of a couple of ways to actually get him to be capturable.
And opening up the shiny rock, I think that was.
Yeah, and he's not done. Is he just getting these purples? Is that the plan? There is another moon up here he could be going for. Okay, it looks like he just wants to pop out at this vine specifically.
Yeah.
Now, the vine you choose to come out of Deep Woods actually does melt. Oh no. Little dino attack here, okay.
Alright, we're good.
Escape.
We've escaped.
But yeah, okay, as I was saying, The vine you choose to come up with does affect where you spawn in the above ground portion of Wooded, so this looks like where you want it to be.
Yep, grabbing some regionals in this area.
Meanwhile, Zinpars getting close to that 50 purple gold.
Looks like going to be leaving up some intro area. Oh, on me, preparing to do the nut clip.
Ooh, did he get it? I think he got it.
That looks like it to me.
Oh, yeah.
And where's he going to go from here? Okay.
Interesting.
Just wanted to do gate skip. Just wanted to look cool.
Yeah. Why not?
It's faster.
It was a good gate skip.
It was. Zinpars leaving the kingdom with 50 regional coins.
Yep.
Definitely has a pretty decent quantity advantage on goals. But,
Yeah.
I mean, Omni is one away from, like, costume sets, timer challenges, and is making good progress on others, so...
Yeah, definitely. Can't rely solely on the board mark-offs.
Yeah, you can't... The numbers are not everything. The goal numbers aren't everything. The numbers on the goals. Different story. There's a lot of numbers in bingo.
There are quite a few numbers in bingo, yeah. Anyway, Zinpar is moving on to Cloud Kingdom here. I don't know why I didn't put this together, but his route is definitely the diagonal that he's almost got finished off now, the row 4 and then column 5. Because he has been collecting those 8-bit moons.
Oh yeah, he has.
Which would be a Metro finish for him.
The only... Yeah, I think he's at the point where... I think he's actually done 4 sub-area moons.
He has, yeah. He got the 2 different sub-areas in Sand Kingdom, and then the 10 moons Metro and the 14 moons total are gonna be tallied off at the same time.
And at this point, I'd actually give a pretty decent... I feel fairly confident saying I think we have a small lead from Zinpars.
I would say so, yeah. I'm a little concerned about his 8-bit moons. He only got the 1 in Cascade. He didn't
go to the sub area for the other one, yeah.
Right. He did get the sorry. Got some sneezing in the background here. It's my girlfriend from the other room. But okay. Yeah, so he did not get the other Cascade 8-bit moon. He did get the 2 in Sand Kingdom. He did get the 1 in Lake. He did get the 1 in Wooded. So he should be at 5 right now, which works out fine. He can get 1 in Lost, and then he can get the other in the private room in Metro. But I would have thought he probably should have routed in the other Cascade 8-bit and comboed it as a sub-area moon, and then not have to do with one of the sub-areas he did in Sand.
Yeah, definitely not the worst choice.
But overall, still pretty solid routing.
I know Zinpars wants to incorporate this moon into the Lost route, though.
Yeah, so that's right next to the 8-bit moon, so no real reason not to get it. Plus he's already
I'm talking about the 8-bit moon itself.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because that is... So maybe that's why I went to the top, in order to death warp.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Right there. Gonna be warping him back to the top. Omni finishing up costume sets with the Explorer's outfit from Wooded.
Not choosing to put it on. It's a shame.
Yeah, no, definitely. You gotta love the style sometimes, but like, Omni versus Zinpars, neither of these opponents want to waste any second possible.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I can definitely understand Omni's plight to stay in the vanilla captain's hat and normal overalls. They would have gotten bonus points if they changed, though. So...
Yeah, you gotta have the style points, for sure.
You gotta... Oh, Zinpars. Taking a death. Seems like having trouble with the tree branch, but respawning puts you in a good place to just roll down right to it.
not too big of a deal. Definitely not what you want to see, but
And
he'll
Omni
survive.
going into a sub area here.
Yeah, this is a shard sub area, so it makes sense for him.
This
Although
is-
I would say Omni's taken quite a bit of time here in Wooded. Probably not ideal for him.
Yeah.
Especially considering he is going to have to go to Metro, which is where Zinpars is going to finish. So he's definitely at quite a disadvantage at this point.
For sure.
But time-wise, Zinpars going into Metro at only 35 minutes is really, really good. Like, really, really, really good. Probably going to finish around 45 minutes at this pace.
That is crazy.
Yeah, which
Actually.
is totally absurd.
Yeah, that's one of the best bingo times I think I've ever heard. I definitely remember the best time of the previous Triple Bingo tournament was by Zinpars, and it was a 46-33.
Yep.
So, this is definitely something.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
just
darn
about
good.
to enter Cloud, so got a bit of mid-game to do.
Yeah. I would say so. I'm still not entirely certain of Admi's line choices here. Obviously, column 2 and column 3 as well, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And then row 2. But he hasn't done that many sub areas, has he? Oh no. Okay, no, he got 2 in sand as well, so he's fine to get to 10
Did
moves in
Invisible
Metro.
Maze.
Right. So okay, yeah,
Did,
that's definitely
like,
his route.
4 in cap,
Oh, right.
which definitely kind of intriguing to see the amount of sub areas Omni has already gotten.
Yeah, so he is getting quite a few here for a total of 16 instead of 14. It's not the end of the world. I mean, his other objectives brought him to those sub areas regardless.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, I feel like Omni didn't really have to do Invisible Maze.
Probably not, yeah.
I feel like that one was a bit extra, but still has been playing pretty well in routing.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I think-
definitely just.
The thing with Invisible Maze is it's like, it's pretty right there whenever you're going to Sphinx or Luggage Moon. And it's kind of just a safety net thing, especially if you don't know like 100% exactly what you're going to do for the rest of the match. It's just a really quick one to get. And sub areas can't sneak up on you if you're not careful.
There is a sub area with an 8-bit moon somewhere in Metro, right?
No, there is not. That's in
Okay.
the private room, which only has the one 8-bit moon, which is also a Notes moon.
Okay.
That does not count as a sub area.
Okay, it doesn't count as a sub area because recounting, I feel like we've been talking a bit about how Zinpars might not have done the best in terms of 8-bit moons, but Zinpars is at 6.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's not having any trouble right now.
Yeah,
I personally probably would have gotten that second Cascade one and skipped the inverted pyramid one.
Maybe. It's weird. I don't. That's Zinpars. Oh, I was taking it.
Meanwhile, Zinpar's getting a very nice 2-cycle wiggler here, moving into Day Metro. And it's pretty much just blitzing sub areas for him at this point, with a quick visit to the RC racetrack. We'll see if he does RC clip. I highly doubt that he will not do it because it is very easy, and there's no way he doesn't know about it.
Yeah. And that would actually be pretty cool to see, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a really unique clip in that you just ground pound roll. There's no roll canceling required whatsoever. You just stand in the right spot and do it, and literally anyone can do it.
Even me?
Even you.
I can't
Even
do
you
anything.
viewers at home.
we'll see how he routes this out, because there is a lot to do. Starting off with bullet building, it looks like.
Not a bad choice. It's a pretty fast one. I mean, it's technically optimal to do in any percent even.
Yeah. So, place to start for sure.
Yeah. Metro has, I think, 12 sub-area moons to choose
It
from.
has a lot. I can tell you that much. It's
Yeah.
absolutely loaded. So it's definitely interesting to see how this is going to route out. What I'm possibly expecting to see avoided is maybe the rocket ship one.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's,
I would say either the rocket ship one or the taxi shard sub area.
Oh yeah, that one probably more. Yeah, okay, so gonna take this, because this
Yep,
is an 8-bit moon, and this will be the 7th 8-bit moon. So that is a good investment because it finishes up
Yeah,
goal
I would
here.
say so.
And then just needs to do RC car and sub area. Omni grabbing the 10th moon of his and lost, so gonna be leaving
Ooh, we're taking a death there.
after a death.
Not a huge deal. I think he got a checkpoint. So yeah. So he's
Yeah.
not going to spawn right next to the Odyssey, but still not a massive time loss.
Did the same kind of death warp strat that Zinpars did there. And
Nope.
Zinpars.
Okay, and
go.
Zinpars is doing the... Oh, wow, he missed it? There it is. Okay.
There it
He
is.
was just a little too far forward. But
Yeah.
yep. Just back yourself into the corner there, face the wall, and ground pound roll away.
So he's got to do this race now. Takes a while to get started, but we'll see how practiced Zinpars is at it. It's an interesting moon for sure.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It's fun. Hugging those walls. I can commentate a lot of speed games. Racing games are not one of them.
This
Although
is the
I
most
would
hardcore
recommend.
of
Yeah,
racing games.
Our main GSA channel actually does have Double Dash ongoing, which is
Yeah.
my favorite Mario Kart, and also apparently a very
Mine as
intense
well.
Mario Kart. So definitely, that's a tournament I recommend tuning into matches for. I have
Yeah.
a few friends in that tournament even, so it's a tournament I love seeing people participate in. But there are no item boxes on the RC car track. It's just a straight shot that Zinpars was able to complete quickly.
I certainly wouldn't want to have to deal with blue shells in a 24-second race.
Yeah, me neither. You know, I can't disagree. Yeah, now I'm just gonna be doing sub areas.
Yep, and that's all he's got left.
Moonshard maze.
And now, with the Metro sub areas, there is 2 sub areas that have shards, this being one of them. And considering Omni's going for 5 moon shards, I think he's actually... I'm trying to think of which shards he's gotten. He's definitely
He's
gotten
got
the 2 in cap.
Two
and
sub
he got-
areas in Cap that had shards, and he got the foggy shards in the wooded rocket.
Yeah.
So 2 would be 5.
I don't think he got the shards in loss.
I don't think so.
So that would have
So
been
if
the
you
one
want
he
5,
skipped.
you need both of the sub
Yeah.
areas.
Which is just fine routing.
Yeah.
But first, he's got to deal with Wiggler himself. Omni, honestly, on really good pace here as well. He's probably going to get a low 50 time here.
Mm-hmm.
You
And that
mentioned
is
earlier.
pulls what we're expecting him to pull. It
Yeah.
looks like Zinpars trying to continue up that.
Ooh, the outfit clip. This is another clip that I don't think requires a roll cancel. It's just a precise positioning, and there it is.
Well-
Okay, he did do a roll cancel there.
He used the roll cancel to get it,
Yeah.
and it's in the area. How many sub areas is this? This is he did maze.
He did bullet building. He did the shards maze.
The shards maze did something
I think
else.
that's it.
I feel like I remember something else. What's his moon count at?
He's. I think this is his 9th moon now. Oh no, this is his 10th moon.
This is
So he got-
he did multi-moon, 8-bit RC car, and then 2 full sub areas, and this is the first half of the sub area. So still needs to do 2 more.
Yeah.
So I think maybe crowd going into rocket ship.
Oh, shoot. 3 sub-areas with shards. Because this one, I always forget about this one, because this is technically an outfit room. So yeah, okay, Otme should have done that. However, it wouldn't have been worth it if he doesn't know outfit clip, which, personally, I don't know it. I think it's easy if you learn it, but you do have to learn it first. But yeah, Zinpars going into his 4th sub-area now.
Yeah. The pushing crowd.
Yeah, and he'll have one more after this. I'm thinking he'll finish off with the Dino sub-area. Oh, rocket ship.
Is my...
Yeah, probably
right there. It's right in that pipe.
But so is Dino, and Dino's cool.
Dino's cool.
Zinpars does not care about being cool, though.
Zinpars is the coolest, are you kidding? He's leaving.
I guess that's true, yeah. He does like his down throw swag.
There he goes.
Okay, and he is doing it, alright.
He is doing Dino. I forgot about Dino. Because I'm uncool, apparently.
I love this sub-area. It's actually a really good one to go for, because it has a lot of purples if you need that.
Yeah.
And it's relatively fast. Definitely not the best, but it's not the worst either, time-wise.
And...
Oh, okay. Missed the moon there. And time.
That's it for Zinpars.
Just barely a 46 for Zinpars. Very, very impressive showing.
Oh, that is incredible.
Yeah, really good performance. I wouldn't have expected anything less from Zinpars. He is well known as the bingo master.
Yeah, and...
Meanwhile, Admi, definitely not putting on a bad performance himself.
Mm-hmm. A few kind of interesting moments, but still playing pretty alright, and not choosing a bad set of goals. Do they actually choose one similar column or row? No, I don't think so.
No, totally different lines. Wow, you don't actually see that very often. Usually they have at least something
especially with
common.
2 players like this, who are very, really good at the game. You see, like, some similarities, because they're both kind of very knowledgeable about what's fastest. But here we saw 2 completely different things that were both, like, pretty fast.
Oh, and Admi is going for the outfit clip.
Outfit clip, hitting the loading zone.
So
getting it really quickly.
Yeah, that was really clean. He should have skipped a shards that he did earlier at some point then. Probably the rocket and wooded would have been my choice. But I guess this way he does not have to deal with the taxi shard sub area, which can be pretty annoying.
And Zinpars, hello, congratulations.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, really great performance from you, man.
That was amazing. How'd you think about that card? I guess is the first question we could ask, because you definitely navigated around it like childhood friends.
Well, yeah, the board was pretty difficult to route, I'd say. Like, I usually at the start look if the board requires snow or seaside, and there were only 2 or 3 squares on this board. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna skip those if I see a good route. But I didn't really find a good route that doesn't at least get the 10 sub-area moons in Metro. And at that point you could as well go to Seaside and Snow. But when I looked at the rows with Seaside and Snow, I realized they are not that great. Like, they don't justify that visit. And yeah, then I just looked at... I saw a few good rows, like... I think I decided on column 5 and bottom left, top right pretty early on.
Yeah, it seemed like you had a route in mind, like by the time you were leaving Cascade practically, because you got out of there real quick.
Yeah, when I entered Cascade I had two rows. It was bottom left, top right, and row 4.
Gotcha.
So I knew that I was going back to Cascade anyway for the shiny rock. I didn't realize that I needed regional coins, but yeah, I realized it doesn't matter since I have to go back anyway. And yeah, then I was debating between column 5 and row 2. Because they were both kind of okay-ish. Like, column 5 had the 8-bit moons, which are pretty slow. Row 2 had the timer challenges and Captain Toad and Cloud, which I later realized, so that made me decide for column 5.
Yeah, probably the right choice. It can be hard to commit to those big sub-area and 8-bit moon counts, but considering you're already doing World Peace Wooded for your diagonal row anyway, which is by far the worst square in that column, probably the better choice.
First I thought I could like combine World Peace Wooded with the timer challenges, because World Peace and Wooded unlocks 2 timer challenges, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, then again, the 3 Captain Toads and the picture match are pretty slow compared to just 8 bits.
You definitely had the small things in mind just to get all the seconds you could, which is definitely, it's definitely good to be in that kind of mode of you're already getting super specific, getting into the semifinals, and also you're just with an opponent like Oddme, where a match could have been amazingly close. You managed to just pull an early lead and kind of roll with it by just, you know, knowing everything you could to just save even the smallest of time, which can add up in bingo.
Yeah, I have to say I was pretty scared of Oddme because I think he practices a lot off stream, so I can't really see how good he performs. And yeah, I was definitely scared of this match, so I'm a bit relieved that I won.
Yeah, Oddme, of course, a very good opponent. Looks like he's just finishing up now. Gotta go to picture match and make a smiling Goomba, hopefully.
Yeah, he's better than smiling.
And yeah, something that I tried to do on this card was avoiding cap. Like I saw a few rows that could go to cap, but since I decided to go to World Peace Wooded, I was like, okay, if I go to World Peace Wooded, then I should avoid cap. It would have worked the other way around as well. I think that's what Oddme did. Yeah, he went to cap and avoided World Peace.
Yeah, with cap in this board, I think it was a fairly good choice because it combos with Shards Moons and it combos with a Timer Challenge Moon and Captain Toad.
That's true, yeah.
So there was a lot of synergy there, but it's just the fact that you do have to revisit and the fact that you could avoid it as you did.
Yeah.
Makes it not quite
fair.
a choice.
I was pretty concerned about World Peace because it is a long goal. And if I look at Oddme's route right now, it does look pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh no, Oddme.
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oddme, you made a frowning Goomba. Let's start with that question. That's the important thing here.
Why?
Oddme, are you there?
Yeah, that was probably the worst thing I've ever done.
Oh.
It happens.
Even though it was a 53, it was still garbage. Like, I didn't even play well.
Oh, that's why the Goomba's not smiling. It's lost its eye.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I had to revisit cap again because I forgot the timer challenge, I pretty much knew I was gonna lose, so I just stopped trying to
Yeah, that was a rough mistake, for sure.
Yeah, it was really... It had me kind of lost for a bit, because we were, like, both so sure you were gonna get it. Like, it was, like, kind of shocking at first, but lapses in memory are just really not too much you can do about it. You can just kind of bash yourself once you finally remember.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
That probably would have been a sub 50 if it wasn't for that, but...
Potentially, yeah. That probably would have saved you at least a minute or so.
And then going into Metro, I didn't even think about having to do the taxi for the 10 sub areas. So I was like as I was going to Metro, I was counting the sub areas, and I was like, what else do I have to do? And then I remembered the taxi, and I was like, really? I have to do this?
Yeah, I think there's 7 different sub areas to choose from.
Yep.
But some of them are rather obtuse to get access to.
now that I did my one match in this tournament, I'm pretty much gonna go into hibernation from bingo and never play it again until the next.
That sounds
Wow.
Until
relaxing.
next
That's
tournament.
the spirit on.
Because that's what happened after the speed gaming tournament. Like, I was all over bingo, and then as soon as I got knocked out, I'm like, yeah, I'm never touching this again.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think bingo is kind of one of those seasonal things that
It is.
whenever some big event for it starts up, everyone gets back into it.
It needs some more active competitors. Then it could be more fun to like play it casually.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, a lot of the matches in this tournament have been, like, huge blowouts because, like, there's only so many people that are good at bingo.
Yeah.
And, like, the matchups are so much less even than the, like, RTA ones because anybody can get good at an RTA category, but bingo is just so much different.
Yeah.
For sure. And a lot of people just kind of don't want to do that for something that doesn't even finish the whole game.
Yeah, sure. Well, at this point, though, we are heading towards the tail end of this tournament, so the competition is going to ramp up quite a bit. We've got Zinpars and I facing off in the semifinal, and then we've also got Bragai and
Neo.
Yeah, Neo.
That's gonna be a good one.
Speaking of the speed gaming triple bingo tournament, that's going to actually be a rematch of that tournament's bronze match.
Yeah. So exciting stuff for sure. Anyway, guys, congratulations, Zinpars, again.
Thank
and GG's to both of you.
GG.
I think this will wrap it up for us. For right now, we do have the Season 2 task results coming up later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's in about 3 hours from now.
Yep. So that'll be on here on this channel. Until then, we've got some other tournament matches going on our other channels, so we'll be hosting one of them. And we'll see you guys back there for the task results. Until then, signing off.
I chopped a Guma's eye off in this run, by the way. So.
Good for you. All right.
Yeah, so again, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks you two for racing. Thanks Aggie for joining me. It was a blast.
Yeah, thank you, Laurie. It's been good.
And we will see you again once those task results come in a few hours. And then after that, the semifinal should be happening hopefully sometime soon. So we'll see you for those.
Yep. Adios.